Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, 2015 is in full swing. Temperatures are cold, and you may feel like hibernating for the next few weeks. But Williamson County Parks and Recreation has a massive amount of indoor programming planned to keep you active and entertained throughout the winter and well into the spring. Today we'll be talking about a series of special events, plus our children's theater auditions. Joining me for the first half of our show today is Darlene Monk, one of our recreation specialists with Williamson County Parks and Recreation. Darlene, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Kerri. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We made it.
Yes, we did.
Well, it's always fun to have you in to talk about programs that we do, because if you're here, we're talking about really fun and dynamic special events.
Thank you.
And 2015 is no exception from past years. The programming division has been working for several months now on a full calendar of programming for all of our main recreation facilities across the county. And when you look at our 2015 special event calendar, it is expansive. There are special events in about every community every month. You know, we're looking to where we're pulling off between 4 and 6 special events a month now.
Yes, our calendar is quite full.
It is.
Which is good, because
our cup runneth over.
That's right. It's just more fun for the families of whatever community that special event is in for the weekend. So.
Well, and we're starting off 2015 with really what has been one of our true, I don't want to say surprises, but remarkable special events. It's newer in our list of programming, but from the time that we first started offering it in 2008, 2009,
yes,
somewhere around in there,
2008.
Through this past year, it has exploded with the level of interest and involvement and participation that we receive for these events. And what we're going to be talking about today are they've had different names throughout the years, but primarily they're called our Daddy's Little Princess Balls.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about this event and kind of how it's set up and structured.
Well, Kerri, what better way for a dad to spend an evening with his daughter than to take her on to a dance and have their special night. We have set up, we have refreshments, we have pictures available. Of course, you'll get a picture with your special little girl in your life, the dads will, and then we have, of course, a DJ, have an open dance floor. I have seen some pretty awesome moves for some dads.
I would imagine.
In years past, so.
I mean, they have to represent, they have to show their daughter, like, I actually know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I got this.
And I'm not that old, so yeah, I can do this. So it's always been so magical to watch these dances, because especially the slow dances, when the little girls are standing on their dad's feet and they're just slowly swaying to the music, it's just breathtaking.
It melts your heart,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
I have cried many a dances.
Well, these events are great for young girls and their dads. It is geared to young girls ages 4 to 12.
Yes.
And it's really an opportunity for a girl to have a special night with any figure in her life, her father, her stepfather, a grandfather, uncle, any special male figure.
That's right.
That they have in their life. And kind of, like you said already, it's a very special, magical evening for these young couples, and really has those kind of true components of a traditional sweetheart dance. We just kind of take it up a notch and treat the little girls like the princesses that they are.
That is true, because they're all just a bunch of little princesses for the night, and every year I think I see the dress attire get more extravagant. The little girls, they come in with the long gowns on and the white gloves, and I've seen dads in tuxedos, and It's just, and you put that tiara on them because every little girl gets a special tiara.
Because they are a princess.
They are a princess, and you put that all together, and they're just beaming, and the dads are just beaming as well. They feel like this is just the best night ever. So it's very. It's a very fun event, but it's also a very special and close to our heart event because of the father-daughter relationship
That's there. And this year you guys are truly playing up that princess theme,
Yes, we are.
adding a special twist to this year's event with a kind of takeoff on the Frozen theme with some special guests that'll be in attendance as well.
I just want to let everybody know that Anna and Elsa will be present at the dance for picture opportunities, mingling with the little girls, and they've been to a couple of our past special events, and they were a big hit. The line is long to get your picture made with Anna and Elsa. So we're excited that they're coming out. Reaching for My Dreams is the group that is bringing Anna and Elsa out for the night. So
It should be a lot of fun for everybody.
It will.
Now we have several of these Daddy's Little Princess Balls that are planned across the county. We're basically taking the month of February and turning it into Daddy's Little Princess Ball month.
That's right.
We have 3 separate Daddy's Little Princess Balls that are scheduled in the month of February. We start out the first Saturday, February 7th, at the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. Then on Saturday, February 21st, our Daddy's Little Princess Ball will be at the Franklin Recreation Complex. And the following week, on Saturday, February the 28th, we'll be at the Fairview Recreation Complex in Spring Hill.
That's right.
And talk to us a little bit about the function of these events, kind of the times and some of the other associated details of the events.
Well, in order to register, of course, whichever event that you would like to attend, whether it be at the Franklin Rec Center, the Fairview Rec Center, or the Longview Rec Center, of course, there are the phone numbers to these rec centers listed on our website. Call the front desk. They'll be more than happy to sign you up for these events. As far as registration, that's all that you would need to do as far as that, but payment must be made within 5 days to secure your spot. And like you said in the past, these events have been very popular and we fill fast.
Yes.
So I would advise everybody to call the first day that registration opens in order to secure that spot.
And so now each of these dances are an evening event. They're from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Cost to participate in the program is $18 a couple. So for that's one female and one male, and then it's $6 for each additional child for siblings or cousins or whoever would attend with another parent.
That's right.
And like you said, registration is so important for these events. And there are specific registration dates for people to register to participate in these programs. For our first dance that's going to be held February 7th at the Longview Recreation Center, registration for that event is already open. And you can contact the Longview Recreation Center at 302-0971, extension 2210, to speak with a receptionist and get signed up for that program. For our second dance, February 21st at the Franklin Recreation Complex, what date does registration start for it?
Registration starts for this on Monday, February the 2nd at 10 a.m.
And you can contact the Franklin Rec Center at 790-5719, extension 2010, to register for that program. And then our third dance on February the 28th at the Fairview Recreation Complex.
Yes.
When does registration start for it?
Registration starts for this event on Monday, February the 9th at 10 a.m. also.
And you can contact the Fairview Rec Center at 799-9331, extension 2310, to register for that event. And again, we do encourage you to register early and go ahead and reserve those spaces. Payment can be made at the time of registration or within 5 days of registering for the program. Again, it is a magical night for everyone involved. Like everything that you mentioned before, you know, it's a great dance with a DJ. Refreshments are provided. Each girl in attendance does receive a tiara and a commemorative photo for each of the father-daughter couples that are there at the event. Plus, we also have the meet and greet opportunities for Elsa and Anna, and just a whole lot of fun things that are incorporated in this event. You know, one of the things that I've loved watching this event grow over the past 6 years, is it now? 6? This is our 7th year doing this event. Is every year, y'all outdo yourselves a little bit. You kick it up one extra notch from where it was the year prior. And the level of decoration to me has been astounding. You know, the first dance was great, it was special, but every year you've managed to kick it up a notch and another notch and another notch to where people don't even realize they're inside the gymnasium at their local rec center. You guys do a fabulous job really making this the special event that it is for all of these couples involved. And I think the same thing goes forward with the dads. Every year, Dad's realizing he's got to up his game a little bit more. And it's been really cute to me to see how these families take this one singular event and turn it into something magical for their whole families. And, you know, like you said, we've seen dads in tuxedos. We've seen limos drop people off. Or we have little girls that come in and brag about the special meal that their daddy took them out to before they came to the Princess Ball, where they had a date, just the two of them. Or we've had little girls say, well, Daddy and I came to do this, and Mom's taken my little brother to do that. You know, they've taken just this one singular event, but really found ways to expand on it in their own right and own ways to make it extra special for the families.
Well, you know, Kerri, like you said, decorations this year, now they are, we have added quite a bit to it.
I'm not surprised.
We are, you know, going with, like you said, the Frozen Princess theme, and we will have turned our gymnasiums into a winter wonderland. So you've got to come out. The dads, bring your daughters out and just look at just the magical wonderland and just enjoy the night.
It's a lot of fun for everybody involved.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it always is. They're very fun events, and I know it's a lot of fun for our staff to work them, as well as for the people who are in attendance to them. And for all the components that we've talked about with this event, all the different things that make it up, and the level of participation and decoration and all the different things that go into it, there are some great people behind the scenes who help make all of this possible. And when we talk about our special events, we always make sure to recognize the wonderful, truly wonderful community sponsors that help make these events possible. I know you guys have some more great sponsors who are lined up to help you this year as well, including some yearly sponsors who will be helping you out with all of your special events over the course of the year. Those include Unity Chiropractic, the Children's Academy, Elite Physical Therapy, Sports Clips, and Art of Life Chiropractic. You also have some special events for the Princess Balls as well, including did I call them special events?
That's quite all right.
Sponsors
They're
for this special event as well. Yes, they are. They are very special. And additional sponsors for the Daddy's Little Princess Balls also include Party City, Walgreens, and McDonald's. So for all of their support and their help, we are eternally grateful.
Yes, we are, Kerri. And the sponsors, they've helped us so much to be able to add, like you said, extra decorations, extra refreshments, add to these dances a lot more than, you know, of course, our budget will allow. But, and so we're very thankful that they jump on board as a sponsor, because it's a win-win for everybody. The families get to enjoy all the special perks that the sponsors, and then in return, we let people know how wonderful they are to us.
And in closing, real quick, we do have to say that there is one more Daddy's Little Princess Ball that's tentatively set up on the calendar. After we open the the Nolansville Recreation Center later in the first half of this year, there's also going to be a Daddy's Little Princess Ball in the first of the spring at that location as well. So something to look forward to as we continue this special event into a new community.
Yes, we're really excited about that as well. Make sure that everyone check the website for details concerning the one at Nolansville.
Well, Darlene, thank you so much for your time this morning. I really appreciate it. Good luck with all of your Princess Balls.
Thank you.
Y'all stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be talking more about upcoming special events with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department.
More and more companies are doing away with paper files and are converting to managing records electronically. That's why Career Solutions is offering training to help you gain the skills required to find work in document archiving and management.
We're already starting to see a need to go to a paperless system, and that's what these folks are doing. So we don't just teach a skill, we teach people how to work in an office environment.
Program participants will learn how to prepare, index, scan, and inspect paper documents. They will also learn how to manage and organize the files and transfer them onto electronic media.
They may be looking for a job or get an opportunity for a job in an office environment, and we help them to get that, or to be ready for that.
Not only is this training program free of charge, but it also provides paid, hands-on experience in a real production environment.
I think we give them the opportunity to just pull themselves up and show what they have inside them. And we're just a vehicle for that, I think, more than anything. You just can't put a value on what that gives you and what it means to you at the end of the week.
To learn more about the Document Archiving Training Program, visit goodwillcareersolutions.org or call 1-800-545-9231.
Welcome back to It's About You. We're talking today about some upcoming special events with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. For the second half of our show today, I'm joined by Janey Mason, who is also a recreation specialist with Williamson County Parks and Recreation, and she's also our cultural arts liaison. I'm just going to make that title up for you today.
I like it.
But part of the things that you oversee for the department are some of our cultural arts programs, including the Williamson County Community Band, Five Point Swing, and our children's theater group, the Starbright Players, which is what we're here to talk about today. Starbright is a wonderful group, a great children's theater group, and twice a year they do 2 productions that are open to the community. And even though it seems like we just wrapped up your winter production the first week in December, here we are ready to get started for the spring production, and you guys are going to be hosting auditions for your spring performance of The Sound of Music on Sunday, February the 8th. We'll talk a little bit more about the auditions, but first, for individuals who may not be familiar, kind of give us an overview of the Starbright program.
Sure. It's a children's theater group, and it's open to anyone. Anyone can audition between the ages of 7 all the way through high school seniors. So it's a wide variety of talent and
ages, abilities,
ability levels. But it's a wonderful group to be part of.
What I have loved watching Starbright in my 13 years with the department, Starbright was around before I came into the department, but for my first interactions with it when I first started with the department is the sense of family that Starbright has. It's an ever-growing and ever-changing family as new kids come into the program, but you never truly leave Starbright is the one thing that I have observed. Even the kids who, quote-unquote, age out, still are part of the community that Starbright has across the nation. As these kids go off to college and into other parts of their lives, they always seem to stay connected to the core of Starbright. And you see kids, now that we've been doing this for so long, who come back to performances as a collegiate and young adult who were in Starbright as a kid and still have the same love and appreciation for the program.
That's right. We have kids that have participated in this. They've gone on to do Broadway shows, television shows, acting at their colleges, and some people, when they leave Starbright, they never act again. But there's something just so special about it. You take it with you for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're never truly gone, never truly forgotten. And I think a lot of that has to do with the direction from the department, as well as the director of our program, Ms. Leslie Milstead.
Right. She is a treasure, and we're so happy to have her. And she really invests herself into these kids and into the work that she does, and she does a phenomenal job.
It definitely shows every single time. That is true. All right, well, you guys have, like I said, a spring production coming up for The Sound of Music, which is such a musical theater piece in our culture. I mean, everyone knows about The Sound of Music, and I'm so excited to see how Starbright takes this on and what they do with it, because you guys always do a little something extra from what people expect from the traditional versions of these shows.
Yeah, we're excited about it too. Everybody like you said, everybody knows The Sound of Music, and we've never done it. Starbright's never done it, so everybody on staff is really excited about what's coming ahead.
You know, that is something that is still amazing to me. For the many, many years that Starbright has been in existence, and they do 2 shows a year,
Right.
that there are still musical pieces out there that we've never done before.
Right. This is our 34th show as Starbright, and
We're still
we
hitting
haven't
on
done
new
this
territory.
one. So yeah,
Yep.
we've got
No
lots
repeats
of-
yet.
Nope.
All right, well, auditions are coming up on Sunday, February the 8th.
Yes.
They're going to be held at Freedom Middle School in the auditorium there, which, wow, the use of Freedom Middle School has been such a blessing for this program.
Yes, we would not have been able, we wouldn't be able to do as much as we are able to do if Dr. Jefferson and Franklin Special School District didn't let us come in and use their facility. It's amazing.
Because from the first audition through rehearsals to performances, it all takes place at Freedom Middle.
every
They
bit of
help
it.
make this program thrive. Absolutely. Talk to us a little bit about the audition process. I know auditions are set up on 2 separate tiers for new and returning Starbright enthusiasts.
Right. So anyone that's new to Starbright, they've never been cast in one of our shows, they can audition anytime between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock that afternoon. It is a group audition. We take them in groups of 10 to go through the whole process together, so you're never alone. And then for returning actors, 3:30 to 5:30 would be their allotted time. And the whole audition process, it takes about 45 minutes or so, depending on how many kids are there and how quickly they can get through it. But as you come in and your group is called, you'll go together and you'll learn a dance step from our choreographer, just a basic, like 18 count, 16 count dance step. And then you'll run some lines with your other auditioners, and we provide the script for you there, so you don't have to prepare a monologue or anything like that. And then at the end of the audition, you will need to sing a piece that you do prepare. That's the only thing that we ask that auditioners prepare. Just be prepared to sing a selection from something that is from the musical theater genre. So it showcases your voice on the stage. We try to stay away from contemporary music or anything like that.
And I mean, you've even had kids sing "Happy Birthday."
We have a lot of kids sing "Happy Birthday," and it usually comes down to that because it's
There's such a good vocal range in that song that
Yeah.
it helps our director get a true representation of a child's voice and ability, which is, the other reason that you ask them to prepare pieces, if they're going to prepare an individual piece to sing, that they choose something from the musical theater genre, because contemporary music really doesn't have the same levels as musical theater does, and so our director needs to be able to see it, or to get a true representation of what each individual's child and talent level is, and so that's part of that process as well. But I love, especially when you start talking about the fact that, kids can start doing these auditions at 7, that it is a group audition, that individuals are never on their own throughout the audition process. They learn their dance counts as a group, they perform their dance counts as a group, they run their lines as a group, they perform their lines as a group.
Yes.
They sing individually, but they sing with people around them, so it's not that kind of solo moment that could be really intimidating for just a young child in general, or someone who's never really gone through an audition process before.
Right, and our directors, they are there to support you and to see you succeed. They are not there to scare you or make it a difficult process.
And I think that's another way where Ms. Milstead and the rest of her supporting staff in Starbright, where their experience really comes to the forefront. They work with kids independently as well as through Starbright. Most of them are involved in the education process somewhere along the line through our county system. So they're with kids a lot. They work with kids a lot. They understand how to make these kids feel comfortable and how to kind of get the best out of them so that they can shine in that moment.
Right. The whole audition process. It's a neat thing to be involved in, because if a child is nervous, then they have a way of saying, "Could you try to do this?" And it all goes smoothly.
And it goes smoothly. Absolutely. I love how they make magic happen
Yeah.
like that. And because Starbright has been around for so long, I'm sure there are people who are thinking, well, I don't know if I should even audition because if I haven't been in a show yet, they might not cast me. But that is not true
That
at
is
all.
not true at all. In 33 shows, we've had new people in each show, so it's you never have the same exact cast from one show to the next. So we are always welcoming new people into the program.
And I know that Miss Milstead always, the characters that you take on in each production are different. And so she's always kind of looking for a different level for people to match with the characters in that
Right.
production. And, an individual might not have had the right kind of voice or talent or skill level for certain characters in a previous production, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't be ideally suited for something in a new production.
Right, and it's the people that have the lead roles. It's not always the same from show to show. So this role may not be suited for you, like you said. This might not work, but the next show it will.
It's a clean slate every time.
It absolutely is.
It is. And then there are the occasions that there are a second round of callback auditions. And those have been tentatively scheduled for the following day, Monday, February the 9th, again at Freedom Middle School in the auditorium there from 4 to 5 p.m. And individuals involved in callbacks are alerted ahead of time.
Right.
So after the first general audition process on Sunday, February the 8th, individuals could be called back for a second round audition if the director's still trying to make some decisions on her cast list.
Right.
And then typically you guys post a cast list 3 or 4 days after auditions.
It'll be posted that Wednesday.
That Wednesday.
At 4 o'clock.
Perfect. And I know the cast varies according to numbers, but what I have loved about this program is they try to include as many children as they possibly can in some way, shape, or form.
We do. Just physically, we only have room for so many people, but we try to meet what the show calls for and give everybody as much of an opportunity as we can.
And then after that, you've got about a 8 to 9 week rehearsal schedule,
Right.
and then is it the end of April?
The show opens April 30th, and they'll run April 30th, May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and all the shows are at Freedom.
Perfect. Well, Janey, best of luck with the Starbright production this
Thank
year.
you.
I know it'll be outstanding.
Thank you so much.
All right, in wrapping up today, we just want to remind you all about our upcoming special event dates. We'll start with our Daddy's Little Princess Balls. They will be held Saturday, February the 7th at the Longview Recreation Center, Saturday, February 21st at the Franklin Recreation Complex, and Saturday, February the 28th at the Fairview Recreation Complex. Information about these events is available through our website at www.wcparksandrec.com, or you can contact your associated facility to register or get additional information. And then also on Sunday, February the 8th, we will be holding auditions for our spring production of The Sound of Music with the Starbright Players Children's Theater Group. Auditions will take place at the Freedom Middle School Theater, which is located off Highway 96 West in Franklin. Auditions for children new to the program will be from 1 to 3 p.m. and for returning actors will be from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Again, this is a program open to any 7-year-old individual through high school senior. And if you'd like more information about the Starbright program or this production as well, you can also visit our website at wcparksandrec.com. In closing today, we do want to remind you about our New Year's Pass sale opportunities. To help you with your fitness plans for the new year, Williamson County Parks and Recreation is offering special discounted pricing on annual facility passes for new pass purchasers, plus a 50% discount off the price of our 30-visit passes. These sales are available during the month of January only, where new first-time pass purchasers will receive a $25 discount when purchasing an all-county annual pass, and our all-county 30-visit pass, which typically sells for $60, will be on sale for only $30. In addition to these sales, Williamson County Parks and Recreation is also currently offering a new Fitness Fanatics pass for just $35 a month. Fitness Fanatics allows you access to over 100 group fitness classes, plus indoor facility use at our primary locations in Brentwood, Fairview, Franklin, and Spring Hill. Don't miss out on these special prices. Drop by your local recreation center today for a free facility tour and more information about this program as well as the other countless programs that we offer. I want to thank you guys for joining us for today's show. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you. So much has gone by already.